Hi and welcome to Weirdy Tropicals. It's Eddie doing another garden tour. This one is going to be for July. It's my absolute favourite month of the year for things that are in bloom. Things have absolutely exploded, like this Musa Basjoo behind me. I'm really excited to take you around my garden. I've done quite a bit of planting as well, so obviously don't forget to comment what your favourite plant is, and there's going to be some updates on one of the borders that I filled out probably 2 or 3 months ago now, and it's really looking really well. Thanks for watching. So as we come into the new plant section, I've got the Colocasia Black Magic. It's looking a little bit battered, but it has been in the greenhouse and it's been exceptionally hot. It went up to 46 one of the days. I've got the Monstera Thai Constellation, which the coloration on that one is absolutely fantastic. Really lovely plant. I've got the, let me get the tag for this one. I only know it was Montbeliardii. So yes, this is the Ensete Montbeliardii, which I got from Jungle in a Box. I've got a little Musa Florida, which looks absolutely fantastic. Coming around this side, we've got another little Musa Florida. I've got the Ricinus that's in there. I'm not sure if that's Gibsoni Red. And then at the back, the absolute star of the show, the big Musa Florida. In that section now, it looks quite nice, to be fair. All this stuff is stuff that's got to be planted out. Some of the houseplants got to be put back in the house. I was just giving them a bit of a spritz to keep off spider mites. But the Musa Florida, I just love the fact that every single leaf on it is completely different. And it's just a real nice contrast with the Musa Thai Constellation. The Montbeliardii, these ones do actually get really big, so I'm looking forward to that one. I have had the more common Ensete Morellii, which I'll try and put a photo on screen, which has just got really wide and kind of took up the whole back section of the garden. I couldn't get into the greenhouse anymore, so I had to keep lapping it back, which I thought was a real shame. So this one grows a bit more upright than the other one. I don't know if it's any hard yet. I'll see if I can find some information online, but I'm going to wrap this. This won't go in the ground. It might go in the ground this year, but I'll probably dig it up the first year and then see if I can overwinter it in the ground. Coming around for the rest of the kind of our little patio seating area, I've got the absolute monster of a Monstera deliciosa over there. It's got a little bit frayed by the sun, but you kind of expect that. The new leaves look absolutely glossy as anything. In this kind of section down here, we've got like an evergreen shrub, which I can never remember what the name of that is. The Duzia, which is the thing that's absolutely covered in bees. They've all spent now, so all the flowers are completely spent. The Miscanthus giganteus fills that back section there, and it's an absolute fantastic grass for anyone's garden. Highly recommend that. And then my garden is absolutely covered in these spiders, if you can see them. Thankfully, people that are scared of spiders, myself included, not a fan. Like a kind of beige colour, but I'm eating about 10 cobwebs every time I go down to my greenhouse. I'm eating about 10 cobwebs a day trying to get down there. The other side that makes up the patio seating area, so when we sat here on an evening, is this Schefflera. So it's a new one. That one is Actinophylla, something like that. Massive bamboo on the end section. Fatsia Japonica and Trachycarpus Fortunei, just glistening in the sun. It's an absolute gorgeous palm tree. I've got this bamboo here, and that's going to be moved. It's just holding up the pergola, it's just stopping the pergola coming forward because the pot's quite heavy and I haven't secured it to the wall properly yet. This section I've kind of done new down here, so I'm not sure if you've seen this on any previous videos. It's 2 lots of Colocasia pink china. I think it's Osteospermum, the pink plant in the middle. It could be something else. And Xanthodicia at the back. And then that one's called, is it Sabara? Something like that. Does flush quite nice, but it got attacked by spider mites. As soon as I got it, you can see the coloration on the leaves. It's not ideal. You can see it's a bit spider mitey from the look of it being drawn out. The Acanthus Mollis, as I said in previous videos, I do not think you can beat that for a shady area plant. it's got everything you need. Really detailed leaves, quite deeply cut in some sections. The glossiness of it, just everything about that screams exotic to me, and jungle style fits really well. I've got the, see if this sun's washing this out a little bit. I've got the Phormium Tenax, which I've mentioned on every video I've done. Probably bored of it by now, but it is just such a glorious plant for a space filler. I've also got the, that's the banana canna, which is a Canna Musifolia, which is a little bit slow this year, truthfully. It should be a lot bigger than that. Got another Phormium. I'm not sure which one this one is, but truth be told, this probably wasn't the best one for the garden. It looks great now. But for 2 or 3 years it sulked, looked like it was going to die, and it's only this year really that avoided it going into the scrap heap. So I'm glad it's fixed up now, but it did struggle to get in there, and I've had the same with the red ones. They've never done very well in the garden. Got another Trachycarpus, and behind that is Yucca Gloriosa, and then in there I've got the Sinensis grass, which is like the Zabrinus one. It's got like the pattern on it, Miscanthus Zabrinus, that is. So you can see on the edge it's got that like white stripe like a barcode. Got a Euphorbia on the front. Got another Euphorbia minus Merlot down there. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Musa Sikkimensis. The colour on that is absolutely astonishing. The other ones have come out without much colour on them at all. You can still see they've got the striping, but the smaller one is definitely looking healthier. This was transplanted. I moved it from where there was a Musa Basjoo there. I've got Crocosmia that are just about to start going into flower, and these look fantastic, hanging over a bit like fishing rods. I've got down there Mahonia. I think that's either Soft Caress or Sweet Winter. I can't remember which one it is. At the back makes up a backdrop of a bit of bamboo, which is Borinda Papyrifera, which is supposed to be the blue bamboo on the end there. It's got no coloration on it yet, but being in the pot this year, in the ground and soaked, it has put on a lot of growth. Again, another Mahonia, Canna Cleopatra, which is beautiful, and then one more Phormium in there, which is again doing really well this year. Chamaerops Humilis, palm tree hanging over the edge, and then what makes the bottom is Persicaria Purple Fantasy and Red Dragon. And then for a bit of winter interest, I put in there Sarcococca. It's called Winter's Gem or Winter's Box. I've got this little section which I've just thrown together around the wildlife pond, which makes up of some dahlias that were struggling down there. So I brought them outside to see if that's done anything. The coloration is still terrible on them. I've got some lupins down the front, and Agave Mediopicta, which the coloration on this one is beautiful. But don't let its looks fool you. It's absolutely razor sharp. Another little Trachycarpus Fortunei, and I really actually quite like them at that size. I think they look fantastic. I've got a Spanish dagger that's in there that's recovering because the other one did die, as you can see from the lump at the back. I've got at the back there Hedychium, which is like an ornamental ginger called Stephen. The cannas down the front, I'm not 100% sure of the name. One of them was, I think, Dark Knight on the left-hand side, but I might be wrong about that one. But the flowers are just insane. And then that one was Mango Pink. Again, the Canna Musifolia at the back. Palm tree there, which is Washingtonia Robusta. This dahlia, I'll put the name up on the screen. Silver line if I said I knew what it was. But that looks sensational. Don't see many dahlias in people's gardens nowadays. Got another agave. This is the variegated one. Got another red canna. Torbay Dazzler cordyline. This should be covered in blue bell-shaped flowers. It's Iochroma. This one I think is Australis. The Arundodontax variegated. It's just a beautiful Spanish reed kind of grass. Got in this section the Musella Lasiocarpa, which is put on loads of growth down at the base. The Gunnera, I've had to cut that back, so that's not the original leaves that you saw in the last video. These are all kind of newer leaves. again, more bamboo for the kind of repetition planting. In here, another gorgeous dahlia. In there's a spent snapdragon, so that's gone gone over. And this one, I was determined to remember the name of this one. I can't remember if it's Pennisetum or Pennisetum, something like that. I'm gonna put the name up again. I might even put a label on that one, to be honest. I've done about 6 garden tours now. I get to here and I don't know what that is. Another Trachycarpus. I've got in my dumping ground, trying to block the dumping ground area. The Musa Basjoo just swaying in the wind. Underneath, I've got another Donax, which I just bought recently. I've got a Mahonia down at the bottom. Another one of those grasses which I don't know the name of. On the front edge, they look like they've been absolutely blasted by the sun, is Persicaria Purple Fantasy and Red Dragon. This one has been an absolute nightmare this year. It's the T-Rex, and that's the biggest leaf I've got. It did need to get chopped back because it was rotted, but then it started popping up everywhere now in the lawn. So I've got it there, and I've got it in a couple of other places. I've actually dug up this area so you can see how bad the lawn is. I've dug 3 of them out already, and there's another freebie on the front. Got Fatsia again, the Miscanthus giganteus, and a hosta. If anybody knows the name, give me a shout on that one, because I'm going to get some more of these. They do not get bothered by slugs at all. Looks glorious. It's a really nice kind of blue with like a yellowy, creamy kind of edge, and the newer ones at the bottom, they're a bit more white. The top ones look a bit more kind of yellow. Beautiful one. I'd recommend that hosta to anybody if I knew what it was anyway. And then the last plant I've got in kind of like the dumping ground area is another Fatsia Japonica spider's web. Looking back onto the garden, you can see that border there looks, I'm really happy with that one. The end there was the extension part, up to where the banana was. And that was only planted up recently. The pond area I think looks fantastic. And then as I come down here, I keep forgetting this one. The Musa Basjoo is huge. Try not to get the neighbour's property in there. We've got down here some Brunnera. I think I was told these were. Got these free of charge because they sent me the wrong plants. So I'm not sure what they actually are because I paid for iris, would you believe? I've got a nice little fern that's inside of there. Heuchera has gone crazy this year. And again, I got another one of those grasses. I like to plant in like 3s sometimes. So I've got 3 of like those. Got 3 of the giganteus as well. The banana plant, you cannot beat. It's huge. This one as well, this Crocosmia, is going to burst. Look at the size of that one. I've actually never seen one as big as that. It's really, really tall. And when those are in flower, they're really unbeatable. I mean, that banana. Just take a second to have a look at that. When you're walking underneath, because bear in mind that's where the path is there. So when you're walking up underneath, this is like the little canopy that I'm walking up underneath. Oh, I think it's great. Absolutely great. I got Euphorbia John Phillips, which everybody wants now. I've got this one was a Buddleja, I think it was Globosa, this one, and you wouldn't believe the growth rate on that. I put that in as like a little twig. It was really struggling, as you can see from some of the leaves. Yeah, look at a kind of rust or chemical burn on it or something. So I chucked it out and it's really gone on. It's supposed to have really nice yellow flowers, and I want it to eat that part of the fence there. So I'll keep that as a record for future years. Persicaria again, Chamaerops Humilis, and then again Mahonia, and in there was a cordyline. Just thought I'd quickly flip the camera around just to give you a quick little brief message from it. So hopefully you can see what I've done from the garden, and as you can see from behind me, I've bought a lot of plants in 3s and done like what they call like repetition planting, and I think it just creates more of a natural look when you've got loads of different things repeated within the borders and the back. It kind of looks like the whole garden. It's a bit more naturalised, I think. It's like when you go abroad and stuff and you see the palm trees growing, there's not one statement plant and then next to it another complete statement plant and then another one. There's a lot of the same plants in the area interspersed with another 2 or 3 different plants, and it looks fantastic. So although I've got more than 2 or 3 different plants, I've got quite a decent range of plants. I have like Massey's, the palm trees, the Fatsias, the Crocosmias and things like that, just to kind of repeat that. I've got like 6 Mahonias in the garden, the same bamboos. So I just thought I'd give you that kind of, not necessarily as a top tip, but just kind of how I feel like I've naturalised the garden a little bit, so it didn't necessarily look just like a show home. But again, any of your favourite plants, put in the comments, and I really do appreciate you watching. If you like what you see and you want to see the upcoming videos that I've got, which is going to be a bit more beginner stuff as well, and I put myself in that camp, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.